don't talk about this, but it's a really big factor in the recruiting process. What's your biggest tip to the parents? Because they play a huge role in this process, but yet sometimes that role, it's what they want it to be versus what they need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like, hey, we're just gonna, be disconnected. We're gonna let their kid do their thing. And then sometimes, well, that's not the best, way of handling that situation either. So, what would be your biggest tip to the parent through this process to help their athlete out?
Biggest tip to the parents, it's tough to say, or tough for them to really want to hear this, but have a realistic view of what your son's potential is. That's the hardest thing. Sit down with a coach, do whatever you can, talk to his competitor or his coaches that he goes against, anything that you can to find out. We all think our kid's the best. Obviously, we're gonna.
He's your kid, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you built him, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have the strongest opinions for him, but understand this too. There's 125 Division I schools out there. There's another 100 Division with an FCS now, 1AA.
Mm-hmm.
All those schools give scholarship offers.
Even Division III programs have opportunity for kids to go there. Yeah.
As a parent, your number one goal is to get a $120,000 scholarship for your son, so you're not stressing about it. And there's just so many things out there. But like I said, have a realistic view of what your son's potential is. Don't push him to things that you want him to go to, rather than push him to things that he wants to go to. It's great that every kid, we're out here in Virginia, that they want to go to Virginia Tech camp, they want to go to Maryland camp. Throw James Madison in there, throw Hampton in there. It's about building relationship with coaches. So as a parent, you want to teach you, kind of guide your kid towards that. Help them sit down, build a plan, help them build relationship with coaches at every level. Because it only takes one scholarship for somebody to find out who you are. Whether it is, like I said, Hampton.
Yeah, I mean, once you're on the map, then a lot more things happen for you. But sometimes it's kind of getting that map, which is what we've talked about before, is just you got to do the work. Like, no one's going to do that for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody wants to go get their sons into the camp that everybody's covering. As a freshman or sophomore, something like that, your kid's already played at varsity. That's great. He's already building his resume. But let's not focus on that stuff. Let's focus on getting to the camps we just discussed, James Madison. Throw it in Virginia Tech in there, no big deal.
Yeah,
go
Richmond, William and Mary's. There's a ton of them.
Here.
Yeah.
It's about building relationship with coaches. I'll keep preaching it. Once James Madison gives you an offer, Virginia Tech's going to go, hey, I got to take a look now.
Yeah.
They
don't want to miss out on a big-time kid that maybe a smaller school grabbed.
Yeah, or something that he just played at a smaller school or something like that. But that kid took the opportunity to go meet with the coaches at James Madison, go to their camp, showcase his skills as maybe a freshman, comes back as a sophomore, he's developed better, he's doing better, he's getting bigger, and those coaches are going to be like, all right, we've seen this guy progress, now we're really going to start following and paying more attention to him, evaluating him, and it's just a snowball effect from there. But like I just said, just be realistic about the opportunities out there, understand the number one goal is the college scholarship, free education. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen, what the future entails. You get those 4 years of college paid for. You're providing a platform for his future that he might not get if he's doing it on his own. So just being supportive. Understand that there is competition at every level, every high school, junior high, middle school. How to help your kid understand adversity. Don't let him continuously say it's not my fault, or the coach doesn't like me, or I'm just because the guy's a senior, he's getting the opportunity before me. But you can still go out there and compete every day in practice. I've seen many kids that wasn't a starter as a sophomore, a junior, go get scholarships before they started one game of the varsity level going into their senior year.
They're hard workers. They're going to go after it. I mean, the biggest thing is they're not creating what's going on at their high school as an excuse for their success long term. Sometimes, you're a product of your environment. If you guys don't throw the ball, if you're an option team, in your mind you think you're a pro-style passer, well, you're just not going to get that opportunity at the college level unless you go make that. And there's a lot of things. I mean, guys that are pro-style passers and they don't have the ability to run, and that's the system that they're trying to get recruited in. It goes, so many different ways. But great tips for the parents.